Reuters reporting that the Israeli energy minister warning Iran may attack Israel if the standoff with America escalates. Also tonight, reports that Iran is now saying that U.S. hardware in the region no longer a threat. It's a target, military hardware they're talking about there. Joining me now is Israeli ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon. Great to see you, Ambassador.
Good evening.
How real is this threat from Iran?
Well, when they are panicking, they are threatening. I wouldn't advise the Iranians to threaten the U.S. With all due respect, we know the might of the U.S. military. We know the strength of the U.S. leadership. The last thing they want to do is to threaten the U.S.
Well, the UK is now warning. The United Kingdom is warning about an accident happening, something that untoward that happens in the midst of this conflict that could cause things to spiral out of control. We know the U.S. and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo stopped over in Brussels and met with NATO officials. What's your take on what the UK is saying there?
So we have to look at the global picture. Exactly a year ago, President Trump took a bold decision to pull out from the Iran deal, apply new sanctions, and look what happened. It's working. The economy in Iran is shrinking. They feel the pressure and they make mistakes. That's why they're threatening global partners. They're threatening countries that in the area, in the Gulf area. They're threatening Israel, but it's not going to help them. The sanctions will continue. And I hope that the Europeans will wake up, will join the US, will apply sanctions. That will be the only way to bring them back to the negotiating room.
You know, we've got the hard left of the Democrat Party saying the U.S. is just too militarily aggressive here. What's the reaction in the Mideast when the U.S. deploys B-52 bombers to the Middle East region? And is the U.S. being too aggressive here?
I think today the U.S. is more respected. I feel it at the heart of the UN. And I think Iran is trying to destabilize the region, and the U.S. is doing exactly the opposite, bringing more troops, signaling to the allies of the U.S. that they are not alone. And I'm talking mostly about the Gulf countries. We saw all the incidents that happened all of a sudden in the Gulf. So today the people in the region know that the U.S. is supporting them, is backing them. It is important for the stability in the region. The Iranians are spending $7 billion a year promoting terrorism in the region. That's a lot of money. They give it to Hezbollah in Lebanon.
Tell us and about the human rights abuses, too, in Iran. They're the worst in terms of executing teenagers.
We don't hear about that. We don't hear about that at the UN.
Well, how bad is it inside Iran with human rights abuses?
It's horrible. It's
Tell
horrible.
Me what's going on?
The stories, the executions, you don't think about a free press in Iran. And I think nobody is speaking about that. It is about time. And I'm saying directly to the Iranian people, we are with you. We know that you are suffering from the regime, and the day will come that you will be able to actually flourish and build your nation again.
Okay, here's a question for you out of the Financial Times reporting that WhatsApp voice calls are reportedly used to inject Israeli spyware onto iPhones and Android phones. What's your take on that story coming out now?
I'm not familiar with that report. We are proud of our technology, our innovation. Personally, I know that everybody is listening to our phones, so there's nothing new about that, but I don't know about that specific report.
All right. Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it, sir.